Mega Evolution will be historic in Pokémon Legends Z-A. That is the main theme of the whole entire game. It is going to be more focused on in Legends Z-A compared to X and Y, where X and Y we didn't really see it much, although it was a central theme and it was a very brand new mechanic that was introduced that no other Pokemon games had, and it was unique in its own way. But X and Y really just showed it to be just powering up the Pokemon rather than exploring the story and the deeper lore behind Pokemon mechanics of Mega Evolution. So Pokemon Legends Z-A will be really historic in terms of their Mega Evolution. As we see, the Mega Fragments are a new collectible in Pokemon Legends Z-A. We see that on the rooftop, Harmony is just on the roof. There is no Mega Fragments that we saw in the trailer actually. They never talked about it or explored it really deeply into it. They were more focused on covering Mega Dragonite and the Rogue Mega evolutions. So I just realized that they never really showed this, like the trainer just beating the Mega Shards. And it's kind of weird that they did this. They just put a picture on the website instead of showing it. We don't even know how the Mega Shards got there. It is pink and it really resembles Diancie, which is the Pokemon from X and Y. We actually never really got to see that Pokemon ever. It was only event exclusive and it was only for a limited amount of time that we could ever encounter Diancie. So Diancie was a very rare Pokemon, and it was fun fact is that it's actually the only Pokemon that can Mega Evolve. Literally, the only Kalos Pokemon, that is exclusive to the Kalos region. Like, isn't that crazy that Kalos is the region that literally introduced Mega Evolution to us, but even the starters didn't have Mega Evolutions. Instead, in the Mega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, the Hoenn starters like Blaziken, Swampert, and Sceptile literally got Mega Evolutions. So it's very weird that Diancie would be the only one to get it, as it is literally so rare. And I actually literally forgot that it was even a Pokemon, even until a few months ago when I discovered X and Y and stuff like that. The Mega Shards, we actually see that the Tepig is doing some sort of fire move. It looks like it's kind of a fighting type, but it's not. Maybe it is actually doing fighting type. From afar away, it's like ranged, so that's why it's far away, but it could still hit the Mega Shards. And there's actually crates. I thought that Tepig or the Pokemon could actually hit crates and we could maybe open them. Like there's certain exclusive items inside that are hidden that we have to discover for ourselves. But I don't think breaking crates are not really a thing in Pokemon. We only find items on the ground, or we just find them where trainers just give it to us, like NPCs. And the Mega Shards are actually right next to Tepig, which is funny, that it is not attacking that one. Instead, it is attacking the one that is far away. These Mega Shards actually look kind of appetizing for some reason. It kind of looks like cotton candy or some sort of cookies. But in order for our Pokemon to Mega Evolve, they'll need to be holding a Mega Stone, as we know. These Mega Stones can be obtained in places like the so-called Stone Emporium, which is a shop that carries an assortment of evolution stones and other related items. So these Mega Stones could be found in this area where the Quasar Tico ink, or should I say the Quasar Tico ink, I think it actually is called Quasar Tico. So at this Quasar Tico headquarters, someone will trade them to us in exchange for the Mega Shards. These Mega Stones that the Pokemon have to be holding, those are the items that end in the ite, like the rocks that these Pokemon hold. They come from the shards, which are found by having the Pokemon that break the clusters of the Mega Crystals scattered around Lumio City. And as we know, the Mega Evolution is more heavily focused on in Legends Z-A rather than X and Y. So Mega Evolution is going to be very central, as even the Rogue Mega Pokemon, like there's a lot of disturbances and weird things happening. They're kind of like getting plagued, like the Pokérust. You guys know the Pokérust. It was a specific condition where Pokemon were affected. It was kind of like the shiny things, but Pokérust is way more rare, I think. It affects the Pokemon just by itself. They basically just get infected. When you go to the Pokemon Center, even healing them up won't work. So it's kind of like it's the same thing with the Rogue Megas, where they are just in the city and they might be kind of like shaking. Oh, they're dizzy. They're shaking their head. I don't know why the Mega Absol, or the Absol I should say, is actually kind of cute when it was just wobbling. Like, oh, it's so dizzy. I need some potions, some fresh waters. And then suddenly just goes out of control and Mega Evolves. So that's a very new thing that they added in Z-A. And our goal in this game is actually to stop the Rogue Mega Pokemon from destroying the city and the streets. since if it goes too rampant, then the energy would just become unstable, and all the rogue Mega Pokemon would just actually attack the people living in the city, and they would actually go too crazy. Like the whole city would become shambles, and the whole thing would just blow up. Even the Prism Tower, I think. You know that the rogue Mega Pokemon are also very interested by the Quasartico ink. Those two people actually hold a lot of interest in the rogue Mega Pokemon. So it is very interesting that somehow the Prism Tower is also locked down, which was, as we know, in the original X and Y games, Prism Tower, when you go inside, there was only the gyms, like Clement was the owner of it. I could really see Clement returning in this game, either as an ancestor or the actual character itself, probably an ancestor, or even a girl version of him. But really, the Prism Tower, I think, is going to be central, since it is literally in the center of Lumio City, and there were used to be gyms in there, and it lights up the whole tower. When it lights up, the whole city gets lit up. In the nighttime as well, that's when people go rogue. I just realized that there's a connection between trainers going rogue and Pokemon going rogue. It's like if you could connect them together, then it could actually be some sort of deep lore that is hidden behind it. It could make sense that Quasartico and Prism Tower and just the rogue Mega Pokemon, this whole polygon of these elements, I feel like they're very connected with one another. And Mega Dragonite was recently revealed. If the rumor is true, then it is the first of the over 20 more Mega Evolutions coming in Legends Z-A. That means that there's going to be way more than Mega Dragonite. It's not just going to be it. But I have a few speculations as to what Mega Evolutions could be next. I think Mega Noivern is almost confirmed. We saw it peeking back when Legends Z-A logo came up. This key art might just have hinted at some of the new Megas. Like Noivern, or should I say, no, actually the previous evolution of Noivern, the little bat, Noibat. That one actually just straight up went inside the trailer. Like when we were at the end, it actually just came up to peek and it was like, hello. So that's like a sign that it's teasing us. Pokemon's just teasing us. It's not just a random Pokemon. It's not an NPC. It's an X and Y Pokemon as well. It's a central Pokemon. And same with Mega Diggersby, the bunny Pokemon, which is a classic from X and Y. Just like Lopunny got a Mega Evolution, so Diggersby should get one too. And actually, something very, very interesting is that we saw in the trailer on the bottom right corner where the moves are, and it is powering up with the C+ icons. And it does have ground type moves, but that's not actually important. We actually saw that there is an actual Mega Evolution bar. So that's literally almost confirming that Mega Diggersby is on our way. And something I really wanted to point out is in this key art for Z-A that was released like 10 days ago. I actually just found it out yesterday and I kind of missed out on it. It actually looks very stunning. I like how Paxton and Lita are standing side by side. Maybe there could be some sort of romantic arc between those two. Because Lita, I could tell, is going to be interested in Paxton. It's kind of like Nimona. And there's also always trainers going rogue. Since the fences have turned red, these trainers are wanting to battle so fast and so savagely. They want to just unleash their power on us. But there's something very interesting I want to say, that Pokemon that is in there, I think that they're all going to get Mega Evolutions, like every single one of them. So Totodile even. Imagine if Mega Feraligatr really does happen. That would be so hype. You know, Feraligatr's a Gen 2 exclusive Pokemon before, like Johto. So now that it's in Legends Z-A, if Mega Feraligatr really occurs, then I would be really looking forward to that. I saw concept arts of Mega Feraligatr, and I saw that the jaw is going to be big, and it's just going to be enclosed with a mask. And the face is going to have like dead pupils, but I really think though it's not going to look like that. And Mega Staryu is obvious since it's our signature Pokemon Lita. Mega Ariados, this one is also from Gen 2, which evolves from Spinarak. You know, if Spinarak really does Mega Evolve, that would be very interesting because I actually never seen usually bug types like bugs, spiders, they Mega Evolving. And same with Arbok. I think Arbok will also Mega Evolve as Corbeau had it in the Z-A trailer. He has Poison type Pokemon gyms. One Poison type Pokemon must have Mega Evolutions. Mega Evolution Central. And Sableye already has a Mega Evolution. And you know, I thought this man in the corner, in the dark, I thought he was Girder. The Pokemon Girder. Because he's like so big and he's wearing a pink clothes. And fun fact, wait, I just realized the Corbeau this guy looks like Corbo, but in a Larry style, just wearing a business suit and a business. And what if in Legends Z-A, triple battles are a thing? They could take on 3 people at once. I think Lita and Naveen, no, not Lita and Naveen, I think Lita and us are actually taking on 3 trainers at once. So that's actually a good theory, that 2 versus 3 or 2 versus 2 would be a very huge thing in Legends Z-A, because we could just help other people out and at the same time take on multiple opponents at once. Okay, so I think that's all. And as always, the bat, as I mentioned earlier. And I don't think I've seen any other Pokemon in the distance. What is that thing? You can't see it. It's like so much in the distance. Naveen is actually hiding in the bushes. So Scrafty's also gonna get a Mega Evolution. Okay, let's go to the day one. Obviously, Pidgeot already has a Mega Evolution, but we see a lot of Pokemon in this one actually. But Harmony is by herself. And once again, the bunny is back. Chikorita and Tepig, there has to be a reason why they put all 3 starters in this key art. Maybe it's just because they're the starters, but they could also get Mega Evolutions. And we also see Litleo, the small line Pokemon. Mega Pyro was on the list for the leaked Mega Evolutions for Z-A, so that is on the list. Mega Pyroar. And also Mega Abra is also on the, also Mega Alakazam is already a thing. But Mega Talonflame is also on the list for the leaked Mega Evolutions. I really want to see Mega Talonflame. And there's also Bellsprout. I don't know if that's just a toy or a statue of Bellsprout. If Bellsprout is there, then obviously it could even get a Mega Vileplume. Imagine, since Vileplume, no, not Mega Vileplume. What am I saying? I meant the final form of Bellsprout. Since Bellsprout is also from the Johto region, it'll be very cool. If Bellsprout does get a Mega Evolution, it'll be very, very cool. So that is all I think for the key arts. Mega Evolution is going to be historic once again in Legends Z-A. We're very excited for Mega Evolution. That is actually my favorite part that I'm looking forward to. Just battling and unleashing my power. The more Mega Evolution timer gets cooled down, I'll just immediately use my ultimate and one-shot the opponent. So yeah, what's your thoughts on Mega Evolution? Comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one.